And then Ronaldo! Balotelli, Aguero! It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Here's Messi. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
The Football Drop Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Football Drop Podcast. If you are new to this podcast, my name is Will, and with me I have got Ben.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Happy summer. How's it going?
Happy summer. I'm hot. It is hot outside. Lovely weather. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. But us Brits were just never happy, are we?
Well, I am. I'm happy in the sun. I can't think of a better time than when I'm in the sun.
It's actually you can get the guns out.
The gun show.
Yes, gun show. You've been working hard on your guns, haven't you, for the last couple of years now?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. And this is all I've got to show for it.
Give us a little flex on cam.
Nah.
Go on, give us a little flex.
It's just over there, the kitchen.
Hey, you need to roll your sleeve up a little bit, but
yeah. Nah, stop it. I'm bashful.
How you doing, though? Everything all good?
Not too bad, my guy. Yeah. How are you? What's been going on with the Ben?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I've recently, so obviously any regular listener know, we've obviously both joined the our local Man v Fat Club. It's going very well. You are knocking it out of the park. You've already lost over 5% of your body weight, which is absolutely insane. So well fucking done. That's
Thank you. Yeah,
incredible.
It's all right actually. I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, man. It's honestly such a massive achievement. But you have put in some hard graft, and it inspired me. You've put a lot of effort in the gym. Obviously anyone that listens to the pod will know obviously I had a few issues last year with my ear, which affected me quite a lot. I think I'm pretty much past that now, to be fair. So I've decided to get back in the gym. I've not used it really properly for 18 months realistically now, on and off, but not consistently. So I thought Saturday, why not go and do a gym workout? So I've got a little setup. Did a bit of a full body, so a little bit of arms, bit of legs, a bit of chest. And then I thought I'd finish with legs, stupidly. Now, you and I, we've been to the gym quite a few times in the past.
Yeah.
Legs is probably not my strongest point. I think it's very fair to say.
I would argue that the meme about skipping leg day was made specifically for you.
But in my defence, and I'm going to confidently say this, I don't have weak legs per se. They're not like stick thin. I think they're in comparison with my overall overweight physique. I think that's fair to say. I don't have skinny legs or anything.
Yeah, but so just to clarify, what happens when you work out your legs? You actually get muscle. So yes. I've never seen you naked yet, but I don't know how muscly.
Why do you say yet? Why do you do this so often? You casually drop in yet.
I don't know how muscly your legs are, so
they're not bad.
I've did the gun show. Get your legs on camera.
I can't. I'm in a bit of a weird position, and I'm a little bit kind of stuck in the desk at the moment. But
I love that. Otherwise, I would.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll get the calves out any day. That's fine. I'm proud of my calves.
Mr. Grealish over there.
Do you know what? They're very similar to Grealish. Not quite as defined. I mean, Grealish probably works those quite a lot. But yeah, I thought let's go and do a workout. Let's get fit. It's summer. Everyone's out, and I'm always embarrassed of getting my body out in any way, shape, or form other than my hands, which I hear for everybody to see.
Sexy.
So I thought I'd do a full body workout and finish with squats. Now, at the time, they were hurting. Like 3-4 squats in, I was like...
Weighted or just your own body weight?
Initially, just a bar.
Okay.
20 kilo bar on. I thought I won't do much more than that because it's quite heavy. And, I'm quite a heavy guy as it is. But I was like, nah, I'm feeling it. I'm in a good mood. So I was just stuck 10 on each side. Did another set of 15. And then I was like, do I push it? I thought, no, don't be stupid and overdo it, Ben. Because in my head, I'm like, I've not worked out for a while. So I'll just keep it there. That's okay. It's a good work. I feel I was struggling a little bit, but it gets like 12, 13 reps. Did another 15. I was like, whoa, it's gonna ache tomorrow. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I had part of my Man v Fat challenge, which of course you're a part of, but not this challenge. It must be mentioned. You skived out of that pretty sharpish.
Well, I mean, you could say that
last time, guys. So if anybody else wants to go,
mate, I did the workouts. I was cracking on. I did it all.
You did still work out. But the challenge was that 6 of us in our team from Tuesday through to Sunday have to do a 30-minute challenge. It has to be 30 minutes of exercise, but it has to be a different exercise to what the rest of your team have done. So I nominated myself for boxing. I thought that'd be great. I quite enjoy boxing. So Sunday morning, bang out there, 7 a.m. I was out there on a Sunday morning doing my workout because I don't want to let the team down. And that's like the beauty of this Man v Fat thing. You never want to let the lads down. So I thought, I'm going to try and push myself a little bit more. So I put on my sweatsuit, which is like a little vested, like zip-up compression suit. I did that. I wore that during my workout the day before, and I was like, "Yeah, this is good. You know, it makes you sweat a bit more, so you burn a few extra calories." So in my infinite wisdom, I was like, "I'm going to put a second sweatsuit on, like the big sauna suits, like the proper boxers wear. Get me in that mindset of I'm a boxer."
So you went.
I'm gonna do a workout.
So when was the last time you boxed?
Properly, I would say 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So you thought for every year of boxing I've not done, I'll have an extra sweatsuit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, that wasn't the thought process, but I see where you're trying to go with this, Will.
Yes.
Now, hold that thought for a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and there's logic behind this, but I know you're going to rip me. So, we both bought weighted vests quite a while ago, didn't we?
A couple of years ago now.
A couple of workouts. They were game changers, weren't they? Like just doing a general walk and stuff, it's amazing. Now, I've lost like 6-something kilos since I started this, since I started Man v Fat. Thank you. So, I thought I'll keep the 10-kilo suit on still. Just a bit of extra workout. So, I put it over the sweatsuit.
Of course you did.
Because
right?
I was like, yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. Extra calories and stuff. So I did first round. I was like, fucking hell, this sucks. So 3-minute rounds, 1 minute break. Did first round. I was like, yeah, this is all right. It's hard, but it's all right. Second round, I think I nearly died. I genuinely was going to pass out. I had to open the garage door. And just
so it was proper sauna.
Oh yeah, garage door shut. Yeah, because I didn't want anyone seeing me. 7 o'clock.
No, that would be silly.
That's just silly. It's mad.
Yeah.
I'm quite self-conscious about it. I don't want people to see me.
Okay.
So yeah, suit on, vest on, second round. If I didn't open that garage door and lay down on the floor, I think I would have passed out.
You laid on the floor?
I had to lay down on the floor for 30, 40 seconds. I had to take the weighted vest off and lay down on the floor. It fucked me. Like, absolutely fucked me.
2 rounds?
2 rounds. With the weighted vest as well as everything else on. Fucked. But took the vest off, fucking smashed the next 6 rounds, no problem. I was obviously breathing out my arse by the end because I've not done it for 2 years. But I felt incredible after. I genuinely felt like I'd lost like 30, 40 kilos off of me.
I can fucking imagine you did, yeah. Well, you definitely lost 10.
Well, yeah, definitely lost 10 in literally 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I know how Ali feels. Like, that's basically what he's lost. 10 kilos every minute or so he loses.
So, yeah. Let's just recap. Let's just recap, right? Because I just want to just put across what I heard. So when was the last...
Like now, hang on. I don't like when you summarise things. It makes me feel really stupid.
Well, let's see how you feel after this one. So
hang on, I'll sit back.
I just want to clarify a few things. So when was the last time you did squats?
When was the last time you and I went to the gym? That was the last proper squat session.
3 years ago?
Yeah, probably. I've done like the odd set here or there, but not properly.
Okay. So apart from the odd set, properly 3-4 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
So, okay. So what you thought you'd do, rather than doing body weight squats, yeah, which is what I do. I normally warm up with body weight squats, and then I'll get in and I'll do weighted because I've been squatting for a little while, so I can do weights. So you just went straight in, bar, then stuck some
I
weights on.
No, I did the first set body weight. Then I put. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to convince myself. No, yeah.
So you did weighted squats on your first time of doing squats. You know, you may as well just say first time of doing squats because it's been such a long time. Your muscle memory isn't probably going to go back that far.
We'll agree to disagree.
Of course we will. So you went proper hardcore on that, and then you was aching naturally, as normally you are after a good squat.
Yeah.
You thought, I'll try boxing today because I need to do it for this challenge. Fair. Fucking stood up for the challenge and you got that shit done. Well done. I commend you on that. What I don't understand is, though, what made you decide that I'm going to box with not one, but two sweatsuits?
Okay, so the thought process was, just with that, I wanted to sweat more to lose more weight. Because
No, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. And I'd get it if you was on your 15th week of boxing. Because basically, what you've done is you've gone, I think what I'll probably do is I'm going to sprint that 5K. I'm going to go full peg and do 5K and just not stop. And I'll be stood there like, Ben, you haven't done 5K for 5-6 years. Yeah, but I can sprint it because I'm feeling really good about myself today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't want to dash your dreams, mate, because I think it's commendable and you should carry on. What I think you should probably do is walk before you can run.
Okay, look, I'll take it under advisement.
Okay. And then can I just ask, how are you feeling today?
I've been better, Will. I won't lie. I've felt better.
Legs hurt?
Yeah, legs are killing. I
Wrists?
rolled out the car this morning. But what was that noise?
Alexa was answering me. I don't know. I don't know.
Alexa knows how I feel. I've told her quite a lot. Yeah, I feel achy, but I'm gonna do some stretches. I'm gonna do some warm ups. I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you may as well run to football because
See, now you're just being ridiculous, Will, aren't you? Just being so silly.
So
That's over 5K. I can't sprint it.
how's the biceps and the arms and that after doing all that punching?
The arms, genuinely, arms feel fine. Arms feel fine. Shoulders, not so much. They're a bit achy. The top of my back and neck, that's the killer.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I play goal, so I feel like I'm going to need to use quite a lot of the muscles on the top half of my body.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit apprehensive of the performance that will come out tonight.
Can imagine.
But I'd like to think that the adrenaline normally gets me through. And quite often I say, I'm not feeling this tonight. And I have one of my better games.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking if I feel absolute dire by the time I get there, like full-blown Eric, then maybe...
I was going Kieran. I was going to go Kieran.
Kieran dire, yeah. Eric's like the modern day, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
if I'll
true.
go full-blown Kieran Eric, then I could probably be on Edison's level or Allison's level.
Oh, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Yeah, I think that sounds perfect.
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, that's me. How have you been?
Yeah.
Very long tangent, but yeah, that's the updates of my life, really.
Yeah, I've been all right, mate. Yeah, I've not been too bad. Just like you say, been doing Man v Fats. I've been losing some weight, which is coming off quite nicely. Ready for my summer holiday next week, so I'm absolutely excited for that.
You can see it on your face as well, by the way.
Thanks.
You genuinely can.
So yeah, I'll continue that. Today's been a bit hairy. I don't really know why. So I had a really shit week the week before and then lost like over a kilo. This week I've done really well and I'm struggling. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, today I'll be hit or miss, but I'm hopeful that I can hit my goal weight ready for my holiday. And then, yeah, I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
I think you've got it. I do really think you've got it in the bag.
I hope
if you
so.
hit, and obviously I'm not going to say it on air, of course, but if you hit that target, I'm so fucking proud of you if you can, because that is insane work you've put in.
It'll
You've
be
got significantly less to lose than me, and that's more than what I would have managed to lose.
it'll
in
be
that time.
about 7 kilo if I can do it.
That's insane, mate.
Yeah, it'd be good. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I've done 6 already, so yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. But yeah, I do have a bit of a story for you, Ben, that I know you've been excited to hear because I teased you, and then I said, no, I've got to do it on a podcast because I want to see the live reaction.
Yeah, and then we haven't done a podcast for 2 weeks.
I know.
So I've been stewing on this for nearly 3 weeks now. So the expectation is up there right now, mate. It is up there.
Okay, right. So a few weeks ago, me and Jack went to the Emirates. The girls they were in London. I think they were doing some perfume making, and we went to the Emirates, did a tour of the Emirates. Mate, I tell you what, right, from one dad to soon be another, taking your kid to somewhere that you, like, as a person, are just like, and then looking and seeing him going, oh my God, is incredible. Like, just the thing that takes me back is walking up the tunnel towards the pitch and just me going like, oh my God, could you imagine like doing this as a player, walking up the tunnel to the Emirates with 60,000 people, and then like looking down and and seeing your son like imagining exactly the same thing and just being like in absolute awe of the whole day and the atmosphere, like that everything was incredible. Like, I just can't put it into words. So we did all of that, and the stadium was great. I bought him a new Arsenal top for goalkeeping top, so he had that. We went and had a look at Highbury. He stood in front of sat in front of the Thierry Henry statue with his celebration. You know, like it was top quality, man. Yeah, he loved it. I loved it. But anyway, whilst we were away in London just for the day, Selena dropped into conversation. She said, "Oh, George rang. Our fire alarm's been going off." I was like, George is our next door neighbour, by the way. I was like, oh, right. And so I had a look on the Ring doorbell, right? And yeah, their fire alarm had been going off from about 10 o'clock and finished at about 3 o'clock.
Wait, you've got a fire alarm at home?
Like a smoke alarm.
Oh, when you say fire alarm, I was thinking like, you know, when you're in the office or something, like this full blown like sprinkler system, whole shebang. Christ, they do live in a manor. Christ.
No, sorry, smoke alarm. Alarm.
Okay, right.
Smoke detector was going off. Right. So I was checking the Ring doorbell just to see, because you can hear it. So I was just checking just to see. And no word of a lie there. This kid had come up to the house, rung on the doorbell, and he was shouting through the doorbell, "Your phone's ringing." Now, I don't know. But a smoke alarm on a phone sound very different. It was very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got home. Everything was fine. No issues. So a week later, we're going back up to London because we need to sort out some bits up in London. And I say to Selge, what do you reckon will happen? Do you reckon the fire brigade will turn up this time? And she was like, oh my God, don't be silly. Like, that's just ridiculous. So looked up, went up to London. We then get there. So we went, so it's South London. So hit the green we were. I opened my phone just as we got there because we're going to go and get a nice coffee. And I see that there's somebody at our door, right? So, you know, on your phone, you can swipe down and you can just see a little picture from the doorbell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, the fire brigade were outside our house.
Shut up.
Genuine. Right? So I've then gone, fuck, the fire brigade are outside our house. Sel just shit herself, right?
I'm surprised she even believed you.
It's so unbelievable.
No way on
it
God's green
is so
earth
unbelievable. So I go back on the camera again on the doorbell, and I can hear it beeping, and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's happening again!" So I'm like, but like it later turns out, I think it was just them reversing. So it wasn't our fault. So I'm then at the doorbell, going, "Hello, Mr. Fireman."
Can I just clarify? Did you say those exact words?
No. But similar. and then I'm like rewinding, right? So I then hear them talking about like doing stuff, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like an emergency. right, what are the chances the 2 times we go to London, the smoke alarm's going off, and then just by coincidence, the fire brigade are doing walkarounds in the local area to make sure everybody's safe?
What? I've never heard of that, ever.
Mate, you cannot make this stuff up, can you?
You're not winding me up with this whatsoever.
This is 100%. You can fact check yourselves. I was shitting myself. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? You know, when you're thinking, my door's going to get broken into, or like, what about the dog? Like, oh my God, is there smoke? Like, you're thinking obviously the worst because you've the smoke alarm's been going off. I hear the reversing fucking beeps of the fire engine. I'm thinking it's the fire.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's so bad. What are the fucking chances, man?
Mate, I've never heard of the fucking fire brigade going house to house to check on everything.
Well, you do live in, one of those areas. You've probably got private fire brigade over the end at this point.
Yeah. It was Brian down the road. Pervy Pete and fucking Brian come round. Hello.
Are you okay? Let me just open the door. No.
Yeah, me at the brigade. Mr. Fireman, can you come back, please? Right. And I reckon there are 2 people, right? No. So in this world, there are 2 people. There are those people that look at the doorbell and don't say anything. They just watch, right? That's me. That is me. I just watch. I'm like lurking around on the bell just to see whether they're going to take the package round the back or take it back to their van. I ain't talking to them. I don't want to talk to no fucker. And then I reckon there are people like you. All right, mate. Yeah, no. If you could just leave it in the porch, that'd be great, please. Which is the right way to do it. But I reckon that is the guy that you are.
Yeah, 100%. If I can talk, yeah.
Yeah.
But most of our deliveries, it's normally the same delivery guys now.
Oh, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
Right, I'm going to tell you a delivery story, which is even more embarrassing, but explains why I'm also so fat. So, it's a 2-pronged story, this one. I'll keep it quick, because I know that we've been waffling already for like 20 minutes. I bumped into a guy in Tesco about maybe 2 months ago now, and he works for UPS or something like that. One of the DHL or something. DHL, I think it was. But I recognised him. He went, "Oh, hello, mate. How are you?" And he delivered God knows what it was. And I was, "Oh, you're right. How's it going?" Now, he recognised me from when I used to go to Burger King too often, because he used to be the assistant manager there.
No! Well, you didn't work there?
No, I didn't work there. Hear me out. I also met him years ago through my old job when I was at the money shop. So I'm not going to mention names or anything, but he was, nice guy, really polite. It's obviously like a customer service kind of environment. You have to be polite to people. But he recognised me. He's like, "Oh, hello, mate. How's it going?" I was like, "Yeah, good, thank you." He's like, "You live over at the road name. I'm not going to say that in case anyone starts stalking me." And I was like, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, I remember. I always recognise your house now, and that's how I know where everyone is and where I'm going from your house."
What?
And then it gets worse. He then was telling me what my hallway looks like. Yeah, because you only recently redecorated, didn't you, not so long ago? Because you've got that nice thing on the sort of back wall, it's like a little flower. I was like,
what?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
I shit you not. I was like, yeah, right. I didn't know what to say. And you know what? I tend to be able to talk to pretty much anyone and not really care. I was stunned into silence. I genuinely had no idea what to say.
Did you recognise it, like from as a delivery driver?
Yeah, I knew who he was.
No. But has he delivered to your house?
Yeah.
But he recognised. He told you your.
He's delivered twice. He probably came in and decorated for me. I thought he did such a good job. He's coming in when I'm out. "Oh, give me a lick of paper for Ben."
I don't think he's doing it for you, mate. I think he might be doing it for Wazza.
Yeah, then he noticed she's up the duff and he's like, "Oh."
Is that mine?
Oh, he's been there. So yeah, that's just on a delivery story. That's mental, isn't it?
That is insane. I've heard some delivery stories, mate, but do you lock your door at night?
No, I normally leave the keys on the outside, so if anyone wants to come in, they can. What stupid question. Do you leave your keys in a bowl when you're at a party?
No, but there's been some strange ones where they ask for them.
You're like, all right, sure. That's a bit weird. I can just keep them in my pocket. That's all right, lads.
Yeah. It's funny. Sel just disappears and I just have to sit there and wait.
Sorry, this just reminded me of a question I need to ask you to shame you into another story here. Okay. You know, we caught up just before the podcast on your drive home. And you were telling me about how you was watching the Olympics yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Just talking about parties and
right,
lads.
Yeah,
Can you share what you were talking about?
Well, so I'll give a bit of backstory, of course.
I'm really laughing.
So I
Sorry. I can't stop. Right, okay. I'm right, go.
So we were saying that we don't really like the Olympics that much, and I was asking you how much you'd managed to catch up on, and you said, "Nah, not a lot, really. Not really interested in it." And then you said that you was watching the volleyball, and Waz was questioning why they were wearing bikinis, I think. So then you had a conversation about that, and then I happened to remember that I think it was Sunday morning.
Yeah,
I'd put the Olympics on. And I was watching the volleyball as well, and I was saying that there was no bikinis in the one that I was watching because I was actually watching Poland v German men's volleyball. So that's the only kind of volleyball that I've seen, and there were no bikinis. They were in tank tops and shorts.
Did you have a bit of alone time?
No, Selge was in the room, unfortunately. I tried to hint, but just didn't get it.
Change the channel.
So yeah,
nice.
I went to the toilet disappointed.
I can well imagine, mate. I can well imagine. Right, let's move on to football, shall we?
If we must.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 27 minutes and we've spoken about anything but football.
That is true.
What do you want to cover this week? We've got, 2 weeks now until the season finally kicks off again. It feels like I've not watched Premier League football for years, it feels like now.
Well, yeah, it certainly feels like it. I mean, we had a nice Euros. We haven't gone without football completely.
No.
I think so. I think what we should do next week. Then we'll come back onto this week.
Just say, did I ask the right question? Did I not word that right?
No, I think what we should do is next week we should do a real review of performances in pre-season. Chelsea, and then
that was coming. Whenever you lean forward, I'm like, it's going to be even a piss take at me or Ali, one or the other.
Yeah, I did that like creepy little thing. Anyway, so I think we should review that, see who we're going to think is going to finish where, and then we can do like a bit of a review at the middle and the end of the season to see who gets closer. And I'm assuming if you're closest, there's going to be a trophy involved. Naturally.
No, not this year, no.
Yeah, anyway.
We've just got our Predictions Cup trophy and we've got our FPL trophy. So FPL is back, guys. I'm sure you've seen it across socials. But come and join the league. It's all a bit of fun. There's no prizes. Clarify, there's no prizes, just a bit of fun. But we'll give you some credit on the old socials. And that's all we need to say about it, isn't it? So
okay,
that's all we need to say.
I'll leave that one there. Yeah. So I thought this episode, we could just talk about some of the transfers that's happened. See who's doing all right. See what we think some teams might need, and go from there.
Sounds good. Should we start from the top? A little bit about our club.
Start from the bottom. Now we are here. Yeah, sure, let's do it.
We've had a lot of outgoings throughout the off season.
Yeah, much needed.
I think it's like 20 odd players or something, which is insane. I'm very disappointed because Arsenal legend Cedric Suarez has been released.
Cedric Suarez and Mohamed El Neni.
Yeah, El Neni has gone to Al Jazeera on a free. Cedric is still just released. I don't think he's got a club yet. But the one that really, I'm happy, but I'm also really disappointed that only happened the last couple of days. It's ESR.
Yeah, Smith Rowe has gone to Fulham for a club record. Was it 27 plus add-ons?
7 in add-ons, yeah. I genuinely wish him the very best of luck.
I think he'll do well there as well. You know, they've got that. We was asking the question continuously last season: where do Fulham get goals? And they answered with Muniz, and now they've got ESR, they've got Jimenez, Adama Traore, Iwobi. That's just to name a few. They've got quite a good season.
Can you name any more?
Willian,
is he still there?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well played.
Thank you.
But yeah, I'm genuinely gutted, but I'm also really happy for him. But I think it's the right move for kind of everyone. We have confirmed David Raya, finally. I think we always knew that was going to happen anyway, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a done deal.
And then Ricardo Calafiori from Bologna.
No. You can do better than that. Come on. You can do better than that.
Ricardo Calafiori.
Yes! Smashed it.
And he's from Bologna, 42 million. We need a striker. So we thought we'll sign a centre-back/left-back.
Yeah, it gives us a bit more depth, though, doesn't it? Because I can't see Kieran Tierney hanging around for too much longer. Although he is training with the first team.
He is.
Whereas ESR wasn't really training. He wasn't really with the first team in America. So that was obviously quite clear. So Tierney might stay. But, you know, Timber obviously was injured all last season. Zinchenko isn't probably what we need.
No, not at all.
And who else was in that position last year?
Kirior, who performed admirably, I think. For most
he's probably going to go because of FFP rules and things like that. So
yeah, and I think people are sniffing around him. So I sort of get it. It makes sense. Yeah, if we can get a bit of money for him, that's fine. Nketiah's potential on his way out to Marseille. There's rumours about Nelson to a few Premier League clubs and Championship clubs. So that could be a little bit of extra money in that way as well. Still could be quite a lot of activity, I feel.
Yeah, I don't think we're done yet. It would be nice if we could get ourselves a striker. You know, I see Osimhen still being linked, and I think he'll be good. But nothing confirmed as of yet.
I've seen a lot of rumours around that Victor Gyökeres. I don't know if I've said that right. He used to be at Coventry, went to Sporting, I think.
Okay.
Porto, or one of the top Portuguese clubs.
Yeah.
And now we're linked to like £60 million move.
Oh, right.
He looks good on paper, still scoring goals all the time. But it just seems like a lot of money when we could have had him for 20 million last season, when he was still a hot commodity in England. So remains to be seen. But obviously we've still got, nearly a month yet?
Yeah. We're meant to be going for Mikel Moreno. So might be that might be interesting. But I'm hopeful that we get a couple of more players in, and the squad just develops into, defensively. I think now we're probably, I would say we've probably got the strongest defence in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think in terms of a team, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially after last season, we've got those partnerships. I think that was crucial for doing as well as we did. I think next season, Villa look even stronger. They've made some great signings.
Yeah, Villa have done really well, actually, haven't they? They've just quietly gone about their business.
Quietly.
And arguably there's some dodgy stuff in there with them, Newcastle and Chelsea. Don't really know if that was too obvious or not, but yeah.
Yeah, it seems mighty sus, as some may say. But getting Onana, getting Ian Maatsen, I think could be quite a good one. He did well at Dortmund last season. Ross Barkley, I think, is going to be a really quiet, shrewd acquisition for him. Because he did so well last season. We were singing his praises, weren't we?
Yeah.
So I think he could be a really good one for them. But I think they'll have another strong season. So I think that'll be good. Bournemouth signed Luis Sinisterra from Leeds for 20 mil.
Yeah, that was a good signing, actually, wasn't it? I think Bournemouth are a team where they wanted to keep all of their players, and so far seem to have done that.
Yeah, they've had a few they've had quite a few that they've released, but no sort of big names. Kind of
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry,
players or sort of squad players and stuff. So I think they could be good. I think they did quite well last season. I'm a little bit concerned for Brentford next season, just on the basis of what they're doing. So, one guy, Igor Thiago from Bruges, for 30 million, which is a lot of money. Obviously, they got 27 million from us for David Raya, but they've signed a couple of other people that are sort of unknown. I don't know whether they'll be first teamers or not, but they've had a lot of outs as well. But they struggled for much of the season, I feel. They had good moments, but last season I don't think they were as convincing, were they?
No. So how much? How? Oh my god, it's completely gone out of my mind. What I was just going to say. That is insane. What was we just talking about?
Brentford.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Oh my god, that was a real senior moment, wasn't it? How have Arsenal paid 27 million for a goalkeeper who kept the most clean sheets in the Premier League last season?
Because we already had it agreed last season.
Insane, though, isn't it?
Yeah, we had it agreed prior to him signing it. And he was good for Brentford, to be fair. But yeah, it could be a bargain if we win the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is obviously going to be target. I'll tell you who's I've been quite impressed with so far. I'm not sure whether the fees are worth it yet, but Brighton have made a couple of signings now. A guy called Yankuba Minta, 25 million. Mats FIFA from Feyenoord, 25 mil. They've also got an Arsenal Academy player, Mario Cozier Dubry, who played very well for the Premier League team.
Yeah.
Class player. But they sold Pascal Grosch.
Yeah, he went back to Borussia Dortmund, didn't he?
Yeah, can't believe it.
Why?
Oh, he was just... I don't know, he just always seems to play well for them. He
was quality. That's why Dortmund went in for him. I mean, who are you going to pick?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, yeah. But I think they still need a few more. I don't think they were that convincing last season, were they? But obviously, new manager with them as well. It'll be interesting to see how they do. He's younger than some of the players there, which is insane.
Yeah, youngest man. Yeah, it's mental. Hopefully, I'm hoping he does well.
How would you deal with that? Like in your job now, if your manager was younger than you with less years' experience in your job role, doing your job, how would you react? Like, would that be difficult, do you think? Or especially for the rest of the team as well?
I'm going to assume that they haven't got much experience in the way of managing teams. So I don't think there'll be... I think you just have to respect the decision and crack on with it. You can't sit and dwell on it. You've got a team that you need to fire up, and yeah, I think I'll be all right.
Fair enough. Must be difficult for footballers, though. I still think it must be difficult.
Maybe.
Especially when they've had sort of bigger names and they've done well. It's like, well, who's this guy? Like, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
It's a bit of an unknown as well, isn't he? So I think there's question marks over how they'll do. Could be anything.
Hopefully they do well.
Hopefully.
But not too well.
Who's next? We've got Chelsea. Another new manager. Enzo Maresca.
Yeah.
Made some, well, I'll say quite a lot of signings, spending a lot of money. Lots of young players from clubs for like 19 million that you've never heard of.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? The amount of money that they seem to be spending. consistently. Like it seems to be just quite a lot of the time. But that's the Chelsea way. We have to respect and appreciate everything that they do. But so far, their pre-season has been pretty poor.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week, though. Won't we won't, won't go into it too much, but a couple of signings there could be good. But I did read somewhere that they've got 8 goalies in their first team squad now.
They just signed Jorgensen, haven't they?
Yeah, I think he's made number 8 now.
So here they got Kepa, him,
I think there's a couple of other ones.
Sanchez,
Petrovic.
Have they still got Willie Caballero? No.
No.
So that's 4. Actually, that's 4.
Marcus Bettinelli. Still got Marcus Bettinelli.
Is Carlo Cudicini still on the bench?
Probably. He's always on their bench. I'm sure I read someone the other day. They've got 8 goalies. There's a couple of sort of young players, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think they're all in their first team squad.
Wow.
Goalkeeper training must go on just constantly, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Give people the hours to be able to do that.
But could you imagine being like Sanchez? I left Brighton last season. I got a bit of an injury, and Petrovic smashed it. So I was a bit worried anyway. Now all of a sudden, I've got 2 other goalkeepers that have just come in.
Yeah. It's got to be cool. I think Sanchez was always a stopgap, don't you think?
No, I thought he was their rider. I thought he was going to be their main man.
Okay. Interesting. We'll see. But they've made a couple of Chelsea have obviously sold quite a few players. Lewis Hall, 28 million. Amari Hutchinson to Ipswich for 18 million, ex-Arsenal player. Ian Matson, 37.5 mil to Villa.
They got Dewsbury Hall, didn't they?
They did.
For quite cheap as well.
Is it cheap?
Yeah,
I can't decide this. I can't work this out.
Top player. That is a bargain. I don't know. I don't know why Chelsea need another player like in that.
Maresca.
But I mean, how many midfielders do they need? It's insane.
Just in case 16 of them all get injured at the same time, they need another backup.
It's incredible.
So just in case. They've obviously got quite a few people going out on loan. I think there'll still be lots of loans, I think, in that one before the end of the season for sure. So we'll wait and see. Crystal Palace sold Michael Elise, just shy of 51 million to Bayern.
Yeah, there wasn't anything they were going to be able to do about it, is there? They knew that they were going to lose one of them, and I think you would probably want to lose Mateta out of them both, but he's staying. He's doing well in the Olympics, by all accounts.
Mate, he's scoring for fun still.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I'm interested to see how they do this season now without him, because they signed that Ismail Assar from Marseille. He used to play at Watford. And I think, from what I remember of him, he was very good then. He was linked with a lot of the top clubs as well, before he actually eventually moved to Watford. So that could be quite a good signing for Palace, I think. But it'd be interesting to see if Oliver Glasner can keep that good form going.
Yeah, I agree.
Could be a dark horse for top 10, top 8 maybe, considering the form they were in.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's next? Everton. Everton have made some signings, actually. I didn't realise they've made so many.
I think losing Onana was a big one for them.
Yeah. I mean, they've spent that money, though. Tim Irogbanam from Aston Villa, Ilman Ndiaye from Marseille, and Jake O'Brien from Lyon. Just shy of 50 million for all 3. So they've spent the money and replaced him already. But it just, for me, it rings the alarm bells of when they sold... was it Lukaku? And they spent all that money on 5 players, and they just pissed out the wall, basically.
Yeah, I worry for Everton this season. We'll come on to it next week, but I do worry for them this season. We'll see. We'll see. Sean Dyche can do magical things in the Premier League,
Established Premier League manager, I've heard.
So, we'll see what happens next season. Bless him.
Yeah, definitely. Fulham, obviously, we spoke about briefly, but Emile Smith-Rowe, 34 million overall, is a good signing. I've missed this one completely, but Ryan Sessegnon has gone from Tottenham to Fulham.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
So on a free as well, so that could be quite a good one. I think they might struggle a little bit though. So they've lost Tosin to Chelsea on a free, and they also lost João Palhinha to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that was always going to be done, wasn't it? That was done in. He was there, wasn't he, in January, and then had to come back.
Yeah, exactly. And also Bobby Decordova-Reid as well. He's gone to Leicester on a free. So I think there could be a few struggles unless some youth players step up potentially.
Maybe.
Could be a tough one. Then we've got New Boys Ipswich. Liam Delap, 20 million from Man City they've bought. I think he was there on loan last season.
He was. Yeah.
Amari Hutchinson for 18 million from Chelsea. Again,
good signing that.
Second half.
Good signing.
He did well for him as well.
Yeah.
The second half when they got him in, I think he performed pretty well. That's good for him. Got guy from Hull, Jacob Greaves, 15 million. Muric from Burnley, 15 million. A couple of free transfers in there as well. Yeah,
that Muric one was an odd one for me because he was a bit hit and miss in goal last season.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's a backup or whether that's a first thing. 15 million is a lot of money for a backup. And I don't even know who their goalie is, to be perfectly honest with you. We'll learn that obviously throughout the season. But yeah, it could be. We'll see how that one pans out, I suppose. See how it pans out. We've got quite a few that have been released. A guy to Charlton for just over $1 million. A couple of sort of smaller ones sort of released and stuff like that. So nothing really to report from that side. Leicester. A signed guy from Sporting, 17 million. Bobby Decordova-Reid, as we just said. Guy from Chelsea, Michael Golding. Says undisclosed. It's probably like 80 million or something because it's Enzo Maresca's old club. Probably some sort of dodgy dealing in there. Not that we're accusing. We don't do that here at FDP. But you never know. But yeah, I think they... do you reckon they'll be all right? I don't know. I think they could struggle coming back up.
It's one of those, isn't it, where they could, but I think out of all of the teams that came up, Leicester are the ones that are capable of staying up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they can do it.
Liverpool brought nobody in. Still nobody.
No, but
slot.
They're playing some good football, but God knows what's going to happen because obviously they had the risk of Van Dijk, Salah, and this kind of mass exodus that was going to happen. Quietly though, maybe that is what their plan is. Keep the players that we got because they could leave. Let's just put all of our energy into keeping them and not bringing anyone else in. Maybe that's their plan.
Yeah, possibly. I didn't realise until actually looking through, but they reached Joel Matip.
Yeah, Joel Matip's gone on a free, and they just got rid of. Who did they get rid of? Portuguese guy.
Portuguese guy?
No, not Portuguese.
They got rid of a Spanish guy called Thiago.
Oh, he was going to go
Portuguese
anyway.
guy.
Who was it they just got rid of?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the question.
Have you got the list there?
Yeah, they got rid of Anderson Arroyo, Adrian, Melkamu, Freundorf, Nathan Giblin, Francis Gimaya, Luke Hewitson, Zach Jagielka. Mate, there's no one. Matteo Ritaccio.
No, I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't.
Okay. What is that?
I don't know.
noise?
That was seagulls, I think.
No, it sounds like something. Is the dog having some water?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's well loud.
That's it. Fabio Carvalho.
Oh.
Fabio Carvalho is on his way out.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Yes.
He's English, by the way.
No, he's not. He's Portuguese.
He's played for the England under-19s.
Yeah, he has. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for He plays for Portugal now, and he's Portuguese. But yeah, fine.
Does he? When was that? Hang on, is this the ex-Fulham guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. It's not on the list, to be fair, either, so it's still going through. But I didn't know that.
Mate.
I love this pod. You learn something new all the time.
I feel like people have just listened to our podcast of what we've just said and gone, I'm switching this shit off.
Probably. Should we move on quickly?
If they got that far, yeah.
Yeah, if I got far. Savio from Troyes, as you like to call it. It's gone to Man City.
How is it? Is it called Tra?
I literally have no idea.
I think it's called like Tra or something like that.
There's homework for you. Next week, you've got to give us a pronunciation masterclass on Troyes.
No, I think I just did. I think it's
Tra.
I think that Tra.
Okay.
Tra.
Guys, if you're listening, please, if you've made it this far, just let us know. Let us know, please. Manchester United have made some massive signings. Lenny Euro, just shy of 60 million, who's injured for 3 months. Couldn't have a nicer team, could it? Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna, I reckon that could be a good signing, potentially. I think he was steady in Italy. I don't think he'd set the world alight, but you never know. They've got rid of a lot of people. Donny van der Beek has finally gone.
He's gone.
He's finally gone after 63 years.
Where did he go? Ajax?
Girona. So not far off. Yeah, not far off at all, mate. Yeah, it's good. Good guess there. Good guess.
Yeah.
Mason Greenwood's finally gone as well.
Yeah.
26 million. God knows how they managed that. Yeah, God knows how they got that. Newcastle, as we spoke earlier, Lewis Hall, 28 million. Vlachodimos from Nottingham Forest. So it's good. And they got John Ruddy from Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
That's obviously to replace Karius as their third choice, I imagine.
Yeah. And they're just about to... They are within touching distance of signing Mark Guay.
Oh, really? Is that going through?
Yeah, it's close apparently. Liverpool are also interested, but I think Newcastle are probably going to get him.
Oh, I think that could be good because he had a very good tournament, to be fair.
Good tournament, good season as well. Yeah.
Yeah, when he come back from injury, he was pretty good.
And just go back to Man United, I think they're going to have a good season this season.
Yeah, we'll go through those sort of predictions next week, won't we? But I think so too.
Yeah. And Steve McLaren, congratulations on taking over the Jamaican team.
Oh my God.
Right, who is really excited to hear him speak in a Jamaican accent?
Honestly, that's like 10th season Football Manager shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. That, yeah, just insane. But Newcastle, they've sold a few people. Elliot Anderson to Forest, 35 million. Minte to Brighton, 30 million. So I made some good money there. Forest bought Anderson. Bought Milenkovic from Fiorentina for 12 million. A guy called Jota Silva from Vitória Guimarães for 10 million. And then a couple of other sort of guys I've not heard of before, but they're not going as mad as they usually do.
No.
It's fair to say. They've also sold quite a few players. Orel Mangala, Musa Niakate, Remo Freuler. I've never heard of that guy, to be fair. And then released quite a few players as well. So they must only have about 60 or 70 players now.
Let's not go through all of them. Let's not go through all of them, mate. I just see what you're like. Sometimes you get like in a bit of a rut of listing things.
Yeah,
and it's going to be reminiscent of when I used to do the Euro Roundup. Everyone just sitting there like...
Yeah. Southampton, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, 20 million from City. Why do people keep buying all these City players, giving them money?
They just got
Really
fined
winding me
two.
up.
They just got fined 2 million for starting their kickoffs late. Pep Guardiola's had to come out and say, "Yeah, I'll cut my team talk down at half time."
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how they do it. Flynn Downs from West Ham for 18 million. A couple of other sort of smaller signings. So I think they're doing pretty well on that one.
They're just
It's
about
nice to
to
see them
sign
come back as well.
Southampton, and they're looking to sign Oxlade-Chamberlain, Fabio Carvalho. I think
The
they're
Portuguese
in.
Fabio Carvalho.
Yeah, the only
Nice.
Portuguese one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also looking to bring back Gareth Bale, Theo Walcott, and
Oh, mate, stop it.
and Matt
big
Letizia
signing
is about to
for
come
them.
out of retirement.
Mate, Adam Lallana's gone back.
I know, this is what I mean.
Gee.
Everyone's going back to
Mental.
Southampton. Letizia has got his fucking shirt on. He's like, shit, I've been cancelled off everything else because of my fat mouth. I'm going to go back to Southampton.
Tottenham made a couple of sort of smaller signings. They've signed Werner again on loan.
Yeah, I think that was
I was quite surprised at that, though.
a loan.
Yeah, it's another
okay.
loan for the season.
Oh, I thought it was they had that done ages ago. I thought it was a perm deal. But they've just signed that South Korean guy, haven't they?
Min Hyuk Yang from Gangwon FC.
Yeah,
I've
he
never
looks
heard of
good.
him.
He
What
looks
position
good.
is he?
He plays on the wing.
Oh, okay. What, left or right?
Yeah, both.
Oh, okay. Left or right? Yeah, both. And they've got obviously that Archie Gray from Leeds as well. Eric Dyer's obviously done deal now. Just looking through, obviously Ryan Sessegnon we spoke about. Perisic has gone back to Hajduk Split on a free.
Oh, yeah,
forgot.
that was good, wasn't it?
I forgot he was still there, to be fair.
It was great to see him go back to his old team last season, playing in his country. That's going to be fantastic, I think.
It'll be good. Just looking through West Ham, they've made some good big signings. Max Kilman from Wolves for 40 million.
Yeah, good deal, that.
Is it? That seems like quite a lot.
Well, for you, yeah. Because you haven't got 40p.
Yeah, I have. Somewhere. Got a couple of quid laying about. They've trimmed their squad though. They've got rid of sort of 4 or 5 kind of first team squad players as well. So I think that kind of narrows them down a little bit. Wolves again signed someone from Man City, 4.3 million for Tommy Doyle. So everyone keeps doing it, but I don't know how Wolves will do. They've had a couple of ins, but they've had a couple of outs as well. They seem quite balanced.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll do some predictions next week of where we think people end up.
I think that's about the 6th time we said that. So if people haven't got that of what we're doing next week, then we'll probably forget and start talking about something else, and everybody be like, "What happened to your review of where everyone's going to finish?" Oh, did we say we was going to do that?
All 4 people. I can't believe they're actually going to tell us. That's mental.
Yeah. Cheers, Ali.
Appreciate it, mate. Thanks, Dad. Oh, yeah. Right, we better probably call it a day because we need to get ready for our football.
Yes, mate. Right. Enjoy your week, mate, and I will see you in a week. We'll have to sort out what we're going to talk about next week. So, yeah, don't get excited about what we're going to talk about. We'll talk about it next week.
You're not even here. You buggered off on holiday.
Boom, boom, boom. Catch you later.